tobacco stocks still slid after the government introduced a new cigarette tax, driving up costs for about 100 million smokers in the world's most populous country. Market leader ITC, maker of Gold Flake, slid 9.2%, while Godfrey Phillips India, which distributes Marlboro, plunged 14.1%. ITC shares traded at $4.06, their lowest since April 2023, heading for their worst day in almost 6 years, while Godfrey Phillips faced its sharpest drop since November 2016. Meanwhile, India's finance ministry announced an excise duty of $25 to $103 per 1,000 cigarettes based on length, effective from February 1. Dr. Kochar, what's your assessment?
It is that, first of all, this has been a policy of the government because it actually affects the health of the
luxury
nation.
tax, demerit goods tax,
Hello.
Please go on.
Okay. So you see, government policy has been that it is detrimental to the health of our population, where large number of people are smokers in our country. Second thing is that cigarette taxes have not kept pace with the inflation in recent years, and therefore, effectively, cigarettes are more affordable, I would say, in legal terms. Secondly, India or the government has a long-term commitment to reduce tobacco consumption in the country because it is a health issue which I actually mentioned to you. This market is bound to react because it is going to impact the sales initially, but I think the people who are addicts or who resort to smoking on a regular basis and who can afford it, I don't think there'll be a reduction in the consumption. People may change their brands from a more expensive to a lower expensive brands. Companies may also resort to dynamic marketing strategies because as a management expert, I can tell you that whenever price rise takes place, companies also adopt different marketing strategies in order to sell their cigarettes. They may say that if you buy 3 packets, you'll get 1 free, something like that.
But then doesn't that defeat the entire purpose of the higher tax rates? If the idea is to deter more smokers, and then the marketing companies devise ways around it to have more customers buy these products, cigarettes, demerit goods, what should the government really do to address the challenge of health issues, like you said, that come from smoking?
See, I think government needs to invest more on education, more in the social media, and a blitzkrieg kind of a campaign should be launched right from the schools and colleges, because once you pick up a habit, and normally one picks up this habit either in school or college, you tend to take this habit on to your adult stage, and I don't think there are very many smokers who gave up smoking after starting on this thing. The percentage would be not more than 10%. So a problem here is that government can only do that much. People have to get conscious of this move of the government and need to realize that why government is doing that, because without the support of the people, government is not able to enforce much, because what the government can do at the most, it can increase the tax to actually make it more. These people from the poor people from cigarettes, they will migrate to BDs. You see, these all manipulations will take
Would you
place, but
say that the government could also, impose certain kind of penalties on the manufacturers instead of having the burden entirely on the consumers?
see, government has already, you know, how much penalty can you enforce? Either you stop this consumption in the country, but government is also wanting taxes
Yeah.
because government is also wanting revenue. See, the same thing happens with liquor also. Liquor also, you have seen some states it is prohibited, like Gujarat does not allow any liquor shops or sale of liquor in Gujarat. Even movement of passengers from one state to another, if you are going through Gujarat, cannot carry liquor with them. So these are some of the measures. See, these states also will need to control this aspect. It is not only the center, because you can impose tax on the manufacturer. You are ensuring that a manufacturer will try to reduce his uh, manufacturing capacity. But at the same time, you also have to look at the people who are employed in these industries. A large number of people are going to be employed in the industry, and if you impact the manufacturers also, you are leading to more unemployment because they may resort to retrenchment. So, you see, it's a very, very connected social problem, because it is not only reducing or imposing penalty on the cigarette manufacturers, it is also the public awareness, because in case the people realize that it's not a good thing to have, and if the parents can enforce it, if the teachers can enforce it, and if the mentors can enforce this kind of awareness, only then I think this has to be like a mass movement, and it has to be social media can be a part of it, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and things like this. But I'm not very convinced that penalties need to be imposed on the manufacturer.
All right, sure. Thank you then, Dr. Kocher, for joining me in this discussion. And with that, we'll run out.